I'm just going to go over a couple different types of business models on Amazon. First, this is probably like the lowest level, like where I started and where I recommend everybody start, but everybody has different amounts of capital they could start with. So I like to help everybody. But book selling, buying from bookstores, higher ROI, slower moving products, low risk, low capital required. Retail arbitrage. This is buying items from stores like Walmart, Target, Costco in store, same day, and you bring them home and you could sell them same day. Online arbitrage is the same thing. You're buying from Walmart, Costco, Target, but you're buying online. So you have to get shipping to your house and then pack it up and then sell it to Amazon. Both are low risk, low capital. That is what I recommend for everyone to do, selling on Amazon. It's my favorite model. That's what I do currently, retail and online arbitrage. And then there's also wholesale, where you're basically buying from a brand distributor directly. It's a little bit high risk because it involves a lot of capital, and you cannot return the products if anything happens. With these retailers, you can return the products if anything happens. And private label is making your own product. That's having to deal with Chinese suppliers, marketing a product, learning how to make a website, learning how to brand a product, learning how to order stuff from China. It requires a lot of work, although you can make a ton of money off it. It does involve a ton of money to invest. I say at least $10,000 to $20,000 minimum to start a private label brand. Same with wholesale. I say you kind of need $10,000 to $20,000 to start minimum. Retail arbitrage, you could start with, I'd say $200 to $500 realistically. Things that are a little bit different about retail versus online arbitrage. Like I said, we're buying them from the same websites. So let's just use Walmart for an example. So retail arbitrage, harder to find items in bulk because there could only be so many at your local store. A pro is you don't have to wait for shipping times. So if I get something, I can list it in store. I can make a sale in store. I've done that before. A con, it's kind of time consuming. You have to drive around to each store. You get it. But you could develop really good relationships with the managers. I've gotten a bunch of inside relationships with a store, for example, like New Balance, where I became like friends with the manager, and he would let me know like a day before there was any sales, and I would go there and buy a ton of shoes. So again, you don't need a lot of money to start retail arbitrage. You could start with $200 to $500 easily. So online arbitrage is my favorite way, even though I do both. It's easier to find items in bulk. When you find these items online, sometimes you could order 100, 200, 300. Takes a little bit longer to turn your money over because you have to wait for the stuff to get shipped to you. But still, you can make a great living off this, and just a side income as well. It's easier to outsource. It's easier to hire people online to do this work for you than hire people in person to go store to store and do this for you. You could find the same items over and over and over again on these websites online, which is really cool. Like I said, in person, you could only go to so many stores in a day. And again, low capital required. Very easy to set up an account. Two options. One, an individual account. It's free, but they charge you $1 per order that you do. And there are some store limitations. A professional account is $40 per month. They waive the $1 fee per item. And this allows you to get buy box, which we will go over in this video, which is very important. So if you sell over 40 items in a month, it's worth it to get the professional account. I totally recommend it if you're serious about selling on Amazon. So the difference between FBA and FBM. Fulfilled by Amazon, So generally you're shipping a large amount of products into Amazon and it's very, very, very cheap. You're paying around 25 cents per pound to ship all of these items into an Amazon warehouse. They give you a label and basically you don't have to do anything with Amazon FBA. You find your products and you pack them in a box and you ship them off to Amazon FBA and they do everything else. Very, very easy. And as I think you could see, you could leverage your time a lot better by doing FBA because you just send the products there and you're done. Compared to FBM, that would be you having to ship out each order one by one. So every single order you get, it would be like you have to pack up the item yourself, print out an individual label for each order, and go and drop it off at the post office for every single order. So you sell 100 pairs of shoes, you would have to put each one of them in a box, tape it up, put a label on it that you have to pay for, and drop it off at the post office. Compared to FBA, you could just get your 100 pairs of shoes, put them all in 5 or 10 Home Depot boxes, send it off to Amazon one time, and then they handle the rest. Very hands off. Both ways you can make a ton of money. I recommend both ways 100%. So this is basically one of the most important metrics on Amazon. The seller ranking, and it's also known as the BSR, the best seller rank. So you'll see right here, it says best sellers rank 28,903 in clothing, shoes, and jewelry. What that means is that this is the 28,903rd best item selling in the clothing category on Amazon. And that's very good because if you didn't know, now you know, Amazon has over 4 billion products. So that's in the top 1%. Like that is a very, very good product, whatever this is. I believe this is a pair of Nike slides. And again, we're buying all brand names, all stuff you guys know. Nike, Yeti, Lego, Tide, all brand name products. And it's number 239 in men's sandals. So it's the 239th best selling product on a website that has 300 million customers. This item sells tens of thousands of times a month. The seller rank is one of the most important things on Amazon because the lower the seller rank, the faster the product is going to sell and the faster you could turn over your money. So this is another one of the most important things that you need to know about Amazon. It's called the buy box. It's basically that little box that you see on Amazon that says buy now. And that is going to determine who gets the sale for that item. 88% of sales happen through that buy box. So it's very important to understand what this is. And this is just a little cheat sheet of going over how you could win the buy box. Generally, most of the time, FBA gets buy box over FBM because it's faster prime shipping. But that's not to say you can't make tons of money with FBM because you can. They're both great business models. So for listing, you do not have to take any pictures, do any descriptions, do any keywords, titles, any marketing. You don't have to do any of that. You scan the barcode, you put the quantity that you have and the price you want, and that's it, and you're done. Ungating. All you need to do for ungating is buy 10 units of a product that is the same product on Amazon and submit that invoice that you bought those products from onto Amazon, and they will approve you. For example, you want to get ungated in Lego, you buy 10 units of a Lego set that you find on Amazon from Target. You send in that receipt that you got from Target into Amazon with the same billing address that is on your Amazon account and your shipping address for the Target order. They will approve you to get ungated in any brand. And if anyone needs help, you can just let me know. Just reach out to me and I would personally help. So, online arbitrage. Like I said, we are just buying from retail websites like Nike.com, Walmart.com, Costco, and shipping stuff to yourself or a company like a prep center, and then selling this stuff on Amazon. A prep center is basically a fancy word for a community warehouse where you could send your items and a company for a fee per unit will pack everything and ship it off to Amazon for you. Benefits of online arbitrage: super easy to start. It's super scalable and you could recycle your money very quickly.